at the end, at our end here, when we are keying in the letters, we can be able to see clearly what you have written. Because when our people at times, when they are writing, they want to write a G, they write it as a Z. They want to write H, they write it as a B. You know, so we need to write clearly so that the people that will key in the letters and the numbers can see them very clearly. Are we clear? Also, on the form, we need there are some fields there that are very, very important, and you need to fill them also. For example, the date of birth, someone else's profile. I'm sure you were shown, and you can see there are only three items there that you can do. But if you log in as an agency, there are so many things you can do there. That is, you can view your own tax details, and you can also view other people's tax details, which we're going to do now. I hope we can all log in anyway. Have we tried it with our systems? Have we tried it with our system? You want me to show you all over again? Do you want me to show you all over again?
What's the website?
This is the website.
The address.
You can see. It's there. Pardon?
You can see, you can quote it so we can write down.
LASG-EBS-RCM.com LASG-EBS-RCM.com. That is the address. So when you log in, I'm going to be logging in as an agency. Before I go there, we can also print forms on the website. Now, this is the page. You go to tax procedures and resources. When you go to, you see tax procedures and resources, it gives you tax forms. You click on the tax forms. When you click on it, it shows you the different tax forms which you can print. Now, I want to print the one for the individual. I click on it. Now, this is the form, individual form. Please, we can try it. You can try to click on tax, procedures, so that we can be able to see you can be able to view the forms. So for you to print the forms, you must have a printer. You must have a printer attached to your system so that you can now print. All you need to do is send to your printer, then the forms can come out. You can print as many forms as possible. And any taxpayer that comes to your end should be able to print this form and give it to the person so that the person can fill form. Or your other colleagues in your office, you should be able to do this at your end. Instead of coming to us to ask for forms, all you need to do, sit at your system, print the forms out, fill them, then send the forms to us so that we can be able to print. Now I want to log in as you already know. So let me log in first.
Is your cell phone connected? I don't think so.
Disconnect.
So I don't think it is.
It's running. Okay, so I'm going to log in as an agency. instead of individual, you click the agency, you put in your ministry service code, then you click on login. While we wait for that, the account number for the lost card, can I just call them for you so that you can have them? For the one for First Bank FBN, we have 202-057-0882. Let me repeat myself. FCMB First Bank 202-057-0882. Now for the one for the FCMB, we have 087-87-0014. You want me to repeat for FCMB? FCMB 087-87-0014. Okay, I've logged in as an agency now, and we can see here there are different things we can do on this page. For the first one, 202-057-0882 for First Bank. Now, this is the page. When you have logged in as an agency, you can see there are several things which we can do here. Among the things which we can do here is to check for the details on the card. You can check for the ETCC card. Now, you can see there you have confirm ETCC payment details. When you highlight it, you highlight confirm ETCC payment details. You highlight it and click on display. When you click on display, it brings this out. For you to enable you put in the PID or the taxpayer you want to verify and select the period you want to check. Now let me check this person's, I'm going to put in the PID. And select the period. Are we trying it out? You can try it on. Okay, you have network issue. Then you click on submit. Yeah. Okay, let me try that one because the picture is supposed to show. Okay. Now it brings this out for us. It brings this out for us. Yeah. It shows you the payer ID of the person, the name of the person, the name of the country where the person belongs, the date of birth, the sex, the address of the person. Then it shows you the tax details of that particular person. It shows you the year, it shows you the gross earning is supposed to be there, and shows you the tax paid and the amount applied. Now, at this junction, the LRS, the tax authorities are supposed to perform a duty here, or a function here, and that is they need to certify whether this person tax payment is adequate or not by clicking a yes or a no and click on it. They highlight a yes or a no, then they click on submit. Now, if they think that this person's tax payment is adequate, they highlight the yes and click submit. That is, they are certifying the tax certificate. And if they say no, that is, they are saying that this person has just paid 5,000. I'm sure this person has not gone to assessment. Maybe just went to the bank and paid 5,000. That's why we are seeing 5,000 here. So the person has not gone for certification. So I'm sure if it goes to the LRS office, they are not going to certify this person's card. So let's go to page 15 and see the receipt. And see the receipt there. We can see at the right hand corner of the receipt the last tax paid / last TCC. Can we see it? Last tax paid and last TCC. You can see on this particular, go to page 15 please. You can see that on this particular receipt, it is written never. Can we see it? You know it's written never. Can we see it on your paper? Now, this shows that this person has not been certified by the tax authorities. Because if this person has been certified, the date of certification, it will show here that this TCC is certified on so. It will show TCC, then show the date of certification. So that means that if any taxpayer comes to you at your various agencies and wants to carry out or wants to take a value or wants you to render a service for him or her, all you need to do is check the receipt and check if this person has paid or has been certified adequate by the LRS authorities. If you see the date of certification there, then you know that this person has been certified, at least for that year. It has been certified for that year that this person's tax payment is adequate. Then you don't need to send the person to the tax authorities. But if you see never, that means you need to send the persons to the tax authorities to affirm the adequacy of his or her payment. Are we clear on that? Or do you want me to go over it all over? It's okay. So please, we need to do this because if the person has been certified, any subsequent payment, it can be any payment to the Lagos State government. On that receipt, is going to show the last tax, the TCC date certified there. So that this is one of the ways where we can view. Yes, sir.
You are saying last tax paid.
Yes. Yes.
Last statement.
Yes.
Now this person has paid from this receipt.
Yes.
Is it sufficient to conclude that he has actually paid?
That's all. So we're saying the same thing. This person has paid, but the payment, is it adequate? That's where the second aspect comes in.
Is it if the payee is a self-assessment person, or if he has to go to LIRS
Yes.
to get an estimate before he goes to practice the pay?
No, let me just explain the scenario. for you.
How would the certification?
Let me explain. Let me explain the scenario. Now, I'm an individual. I'm a businessman. I want 50,000 to pay as tax. But because government are giving us the opportunity to assess ourselves, I just go to the bank and pay 5,000. Do you understand? Now on the receipt it will show the last tax paid. I paid 5,000. Of course, the date will show there. But the question now arises that the 5,000 I've paid, is it adequate? And the only authority that can answer that is NIRS. It is not me, it is NIRS. So even if you do self-assessment or paying or whatever, you need to still go to the to NIRS to certify whether what you have paid is okay. So that's what we're now telling you is that if a taxpayer now comes to your office and wants you to render a service for him, and he comes with your receipt, and on the receipt is still showing never, you need to send that person, you need to refer that person to the NIRS office to clarify him or herself. Are we clear with that? Yes. So this is one of the ways where we can view the tax details. The other way is with the tax reader, the card reader. Like I said, we must have a card reader with the person's card, and when we are inserting the card, we need to insert the place that has the chip into the card. And please, that's why we say that we should not laminate this card, because if you laminate it, you will not be able to read the card. Then you connect it to the system. Then, mind you, on the system, you need to have what is called the ePay client application on your system. So on our operational system, if we do not have this ePay client application on our operational system, there is no way we can carry out this other way of viewing details on the card. Then you click OK. Yeah, when we click OK, it will bring this page out. When it brings this out, we click on Read All. We are now reading the card. Read All. Yes, when you click on Read All, it brings this out. On this particular page, you can view your profile, you can also view your tax details and some other things right here. Now, if you click on profile, it's going to show your name, your address, your phone number, your email, and the corporate ID, that is the PID of the organization where you are, is going to show it right there. When you click on profile. Now, if you click on system card, it's going to show you the type of card, whether it is ETCC or MTCC. It's going to show you, it's also show you the format date and the card serial number. It's going to show those ones to you. Also, if you have any landed property, if you click on it, it's going to show you. I do not have any. It's going to show you right there. If you have made any payment to whether vehicle or whatever, it's also going to show you by clicking on it. Then when you click on tax details, it shows you the tax details. It shows you the year, the earnings, and the tax paid. Are we clear? So these are the things we can view via using the card reader. So these are the two ways by which we can view the details in the card, through the web and the card reader. So I think with this, I'm through with this session on the ETCC cards. And if you have any questions, please scribble it down. At the end of the whole session, we attend to the questions. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Morondia. Audience, please, any question for him, please put your name to your comment and your feedback form. Or do you have anything to ask him presently?
Somebody was talking about the defaced electronic
Are you listening, Mr. Morondia?
Hello, if you have any defaced card or mutilated card, fill a form. We encourage you to fill a form, maybe because you want to update some of your other data, or probably in your card before you do not have some data, some field already filled with database. Yes, so you need to write a letter, attach that defaced card to it, then send it to us. Then we produce another one for you. All that one is clear. Yes. Thank you very much.
Yes. Okay, so let's say somebody who's in possession of MTCC.
Yes.
That is international.
Yes.
Suppose now comes to
Hello, one house. Okay, I'm listening, sir. I'm listening, sir.
suppose that person now comes up and has maybe a landed property. He wants to go and pay that share of food.
Yes.